Alright, let me get right real quick. Alright. Alright, the settings is on ultra hard. And only reason why I put that on there is to see what we can do with these hunting trials. So right now is my inventory. I got over 4,000 shards, and basically when I play, majority of the time I play other games. Like I have just re-downloaded Red Dead Redemption. Didn't really, I only played like a couple missions on there. Just re-downloaded Fortnite. Um, I have the Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I have a lot of shit. Alright, but when I play this shit, when I play this game, this like, and I really like this game. Hold on, I need to turn off this music because I feel like it's a distraction. Alright, oh yeah. Let me show you like ultra hard. Ultra hard. The toughest combat experience. This mode increases enemy aggression and damage as well as rebalances alloys, weapons, and equipment. Merchants wares are more expensive. Now, I want to put this shit up on here, like, and it's crazy because this game has so many different difficulty settings. I don't know why, but at the same time, it's like the way that this game is made is just like, this is like a fucking masterpiece. Like, if you into like RPGs, here you go. You got your skill tree. Like I don't think everything you want, but at the same time, like depending on however you want to play, I guess, you know, you upgrade to whatever you want to play. But just like some of the shit, you know, I could get, but as you go down, like all of these at the top are like one skill point, basically one skill point, you know. Then these on the second row is 2 skill points, right? And this third row, 3 skill points. And the last one, 3 skill points. So it's like every time you level up, like this 1, and this was 2, and this is 3, and this would be another 3. So it's so on. Like, but at the same time, it's like I'm gonna go over my skills that I have and like how I play. But yeah, cause I feel like if I'm gonna make a video about this shit, I might as well just talk about everything about this fucking game. How I play, why I like it, everything, what I'm doing. I'm gonna first start off with my statistics, basically because with the trials, like with this game, basically your shards are basically like your currency for the game. If you don't got shards, you know, you're gonna be struggling. And what I mean by struggling, like you're not gonna be able to get that armor that you might want or need. You're not gonna be able to craft certain shit, and you're basically gonna be at a point to where you're gonna have to grind, whether you just go hunting or you just scavenging for like fucking resources, whether it's like wood, you need that to make fucking arrows and shit. Like you need all of this shit, you need. But it's gonna be certain shit that you don't need, like for instance like this Strider heart. And one part I fucked up on, trading with merchants, selling for metal shards. That's what it's used for. And I like how they tell you you know, what it's used for, rather than like a game to where you just got shit in your inventory and you don't necessarily know what it does, or what you, well, you know what it does, but I'm just saying like what you use it for. You know, it tells you where it comes from, and then it tells you what you can use it for. So trading with merchants, selling for metal shards. Okay, this is a strata heart. Okay, and then you end up selling everything, right? And then there's shit like this, where it might be some shit that you done sold, and you see how it says metal shards and then metal burn. It can be traded for the metal shards and metal burn. Tells you the handling, basically that's like the reload speed. Okay. The elbow type, modification slots, even the color tier, rare, very rare, uncommon. Alright. Alright, so we can go back to this. So when you first start off, because I don't know if it's somebody that's looking at this that's like, you know, I might want that game, like I never played that game, heard about it, you know, because I know that the second one is going to come out on the PlayStation 5. I know it is. Um, so when you first start off, you gonna have your little active quests, main quests, my bad, basically. You know, you have your little main quests. And you know, it tells you what you get from each quest. It tells you what you get, what you gotta do. It's very detailed so far as like, these are your side quests, you know. And something like this one, some of your side quests you not gonna be able to do just simply because it might be certain things that you need to get with the main quest in order to go back to them side quests. And then you got your errands. Your errands are basically like when you talk to random people out in the world and you talk to them and they ask you to go do an errand basically. And so, you know, I'm like, if the shit is too far away, I won't go and do that, simply because, you know, this is a map right here. You know, when you start off, you know, you start off down here and then you gradually, you know, expand and this and that. And I didn't think the map was like, it looks big. Yeah, this is the Frozen Wild DLC. But when you first start off, and the only reason why this part over here is like this, it's not gray, cause I just wanted to go see what the fuck this shit looks like. I just was like, man, it's all, cause like when I first started, like everything is basically like, you know, snow. And you got your, you know, little greenery, your greenery and shit. You got your little swamp area over here. And then I was like, I didn't know if it was like a biome to where the map has like different fucking environments, and then that's why I came over here. So it's like basically like fucking desert, Colorado canyons, rivers, even a fucking like crocodile looking fucking machines. But when you go into new areas, these are the most important, basically. The tall necks. Just like Assassin's Creed, when you synchronize on the top of a building or whatever, it's gonna clear out the area and allow you to see, you know, the landscape and the different types of machines that they have, the campfires right here, um, you know, stuff like everything basically. And with the DLC that I got, it shows, let me see. I'm trying to figure out what it's called, so I don't want to say nothing wrong. Alright, here we go. Special items. Alright. The DLC gives you these metal flowers, Banuk figures, like all of these that you see on the map. Basically, they're just like basically like collectibles. You go to the map and it's like artifacts or something that you can collect, basically. Alright, so it shows you shows you all of those on the map, you know. So, and it's like, if you don't have that, I don't necessarily know if it would show that, but it'll give you like the little radius of the area that it's in, and you use your focus. You know, you use your focus and basically, you know, find that shit. You know, just like you use your focus and find the machines. You can tag, scan them, shows you what it is, shows you the rank, and that symbol where it looks like a triangle, the blue part, basically. I'm gonna get into that too. You know, it shows level 18, fire bellow back, shows a weakness, and what you scan in a cargo sack, and like the game is just so fucking detailed. Like it's just like I take my time and play this shit because it's like I want to experience the whole game, like everything. I want to experience everything that this game has, like even down to like you know, shooting fish in the rivers and shit. Like you just, at first I didn't even know that you can hunt for fish. I didn't even know because I never really just stopped in the river or use the focus, because really like the only way for you to really see fish is unless you use your focus, unless you just happen to see it. But I never paid attention to the water besides swimming and shit. But alright, so when you starting off, you're gonna have a limited amount of resource capacity, modifications of capacity, you know, just so far everything in general. And now that I look at this and this shit says capacity 9 out of 35, I'm just like, okay, damn, it's like that many weapons, you know, that you can get. But at the same time, I don't buy everything, depending on what it is. But you got your weapons, outfits, modifications, resources, treasure boxes. Treasure boxes is what you get from doing 100 trials. I grinded the first 100 trial, which is, it's called hunting grounds, but I just call it hunting trials, which was the level 8 basically. So I think I put up a video yesterday of me doing the trials, but I really just do the first one, which is remove the canister from the grazers. And that's also why I have so many machine kill grazer kills, 158 grazer kills, because I just grinded that shit. The second one is a kill machines using the log pile traps in the area, and then the third one is the blash wire trials. But if you get it the first like column, 130, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, basically it gives you the reward for that symbol, blazing sun, half sun box, and then a half sun. No, blazing sun, full sun, half sun, you know. So that's how that is. And then if you like with the first time you get it, if you get all 3 half suns, you get a all half sun box. Full sun box for all 3, you get a, you know, full sun box for all 3, which is 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. You get a all full sun box. Okay, when you get the fucking blazing sun box, you know, the best time, you know, you get the skill point. So I already didn't got that shit. So, but the boxes that they do give you, it's gonna look like this, you know. And that's not for this what I did. This not for that challenge. This is for the one that I'm right here on, simply because like this is the first time I played this challenge. The trials, the hunting grounds, well, this level right here, this one that I'm on right here, yeah, the Valley Meat hunting grounds. The newer hunting grounds, that one is easy. Basically, like when you first started off, you're gonna be like, you know, you don't really you when you first play it, you're gonna be like, all right, I want to get the the best time, but at the same time, like if you don't necessarily play it, you necessarily don't know what to do in order to get that time. So that's that. I'll be use the bathroom real quick. All right. So basically, when you get a box, it's gonna contain loot basically. So I did all three for the one I'm doing now. This Valley Meat, hunting grounds. This one right here. And basically, you can look at it, give you metal shards, and it gives you resources. You know, the last, like if you get all three, gives you another extra. Like the full sun, like cause I got all sun, basically. So it gives you more, better parts and modifications, which is okay, but I didn't do the best because that was the first time I played it. So, like I said, when I got the shards that I got, I basically grinded the first hunting grounds, which is, let's see, this one right here. I'll show you where it's at. This one right here. Alright, just yesterday I put up a video of me doing the hunting grounds and basically just shooting the canisters off the grazers and just beat the time, go back, talk to the groundskeeper, and you get a little loot box or whatever, and then just keep doing that shit, and basically to the point where I just grinded the fuck out of that shit and got my shards up, which like 4,000 is okay, but since I changed the difficulty, I see like shit is a lot more expensive, so really that's not necessarily bad that I have that much shards, but it is good because I can more so focus on buying like fucking resources rather than fucking weapons. Like I can buy resources, the basic resources basically. If I want some treasure boxes, I can buy those. If you have your difficulty set lower, this will not cost that much. It really won't. This won't cost that much. This won't cost that much. This is the same. That's the same. Like regardless, you know. And I brought a lot of these too, and it basically contains just random amounts of shards basically. But there's 10 in the inventory that the merchant has, and they're 10 shards. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 10 of them. So basically, for 100 shards, I just brought 10 boxes. Now I'm gonna open them in a few minutes, but you can craft your shit while you're playing, like while you're actually in the game. But you don't necessarily need just metal shards. Like in the merchant, you could use just metal shards to craft certain ammo types, like the arrows, or the elemental arrows or precision arrows, the bombs, the traps, shit like that. But I use the weapon wheel. It's gonna tell you, like how you could just buy the regular arrows with just shards. You need one shard, two pieces of wood, and it gives you 12. Same thing with fire. You need the blazer canisters, the shock wires, the shock arrows. It shows you at the bottom what you need. On the left side, it shows you the amount of that item that you have, and on the right side it shows you how much you need to craft it. And at the top where it says shock arrow pack 6, it shows you when you craft it how much it'll give you, and then where it says shock arrow and it's blue in the middle, it'll tell you like how much it just gave you. So that's that. So but when you come to a merchant, you don't need all of those parts. You can just use your metal shards, which I don't know if, well, that's not necessarily bad, simply because you don't always have like the Terrablast, the shit that I need for the Terrablast arrows. Let's see. Sharp shot bow, like the Terrablast arrows. You need 4 echo shells, 8 metal shards, 10 ridgewoods. Only thing that I don't have enough of is the echo shells, but it gives you 6 arrows for 1 pack, right? And that 1 pack is gonna cost that amount every time that you every time that you make a pack, every time that you craft. Now, if you don't have those echo shells, because it's certain machines that have certain parts and certain components. Being that I'm not really around machines that really have that part, I don't always have a lot of Terrablast arrows, and that's a thing that you need to pay attention to. You get plenty wire. There's resources that are in abundance and resources that are rare. But since I don't have the echo shells, I'm not really trying to grind enemies that have those parts right now. You just buy from the merchant, so. But being that they're rare, I don't use those. I don't use those on the weaker machines. Like if I'm gonna use my Terrablast arrows, for one, they cost a lot to make, and two, the resources to be able to craft those arrows are rare at this point in time for me, because I haven't progressed that far into the map to be able to be like, okay, this enemy has, this component, the echo shell, basically. But hey, so be it. So I only use that when I really need to, or like a challenge, like I'm finna do in 100 grounds. So another thing, yeah, but shit catalog, it's something you wanna watch. And like when I scan different machines and you see that symbol that looks like a triangle and it's blue, this one is red, it's a triangle and it's red, I'm gonna show you what that means too. So when you look at your machine catalog in your notebook, basically all the machines that you scan, they're gonna tell you the name and it's gonna say cauldron. That's a cauldron symbol, and that's the PSI overdrive unlocked, right? It tells you the machine components. It has the body and the eye. Basically the eye is the critical point, basically, and it's the weakness is all, strength none. Alright, and then when you kill a machine, all the loot that you can get from the watcher, metal shard, sparker, wire, machine core, watch your lens, watch your heart. Alright, and it tells you the value of the shit too. You know, I like that. And it tells you like what you can use those parts for. And the sources not just from that machine, but all the machines that has that fucking part. Which is, you know, a lot of detail, you know. So if you go to like something like this, Sigma overdrives unlock, I can basically, what that means, that overdrive, let's see, unlock. Like I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that means, but this is the best thing that I could say that can pinpoint what that is. And so far I have the PSI and the Sigma. Alright, the bellow back is the XI overdrive. You know, PSI, Sigma, RHO, XI, Zeta, Epsilon overdrives. Alright, I'm only at the second one. What I do know, let me see if I can, I don't know if it's still on here or not. Hold on, I can go to the quest. Probably see if it's in my quest. Alright, like this one. The last one I did was the Sigma, Cauldron Sigma. The next one is the RHO. You know, so that one is right here. Alright, it'll show you the symbols. And I know that like if you sneak up on the watchers, basically stealth, you use your spear and puts it in overdrive to where it'll become an ally and it won't attack you. It'll attack other machines, but it don't necessarily follows you. It don't necessarily follow you. Not that I was really aware of, but if it's like if you're in a fight with machines, it'll just attack them. Basically, I don't think it follows you like that. It has its own little, you know, thing it does. Like the striders are like horses, basically. You use your overdrive on the strider, basically, instead of fast traveling and using your travel packs, you could just get a strider and it's basically like a horse. Your grazers, I don't know, simply because I never tried to, you know, use my overdrive on a grazer. I don't even know if you can or can't. The strapper, like I never tried to do that on any of these. But you know, there's some like this area with the sawtooths, like those are like they're brutal, and one is, you know, okay to beat, like, you know, you got your little strategy to where you're gonna beat one, but you try and beat two in the same area though, and it's like what the fuck, basically. So far all of these beat before. And so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that I did discover. Then there's 11 more that I didn't discover. And then 5 that's, I think this is the Frozen Wilds DLC. But yeah. And they show you basically symbols of each machine that's specific. So far as like the picture and the name of it, that's basically in that area, you know. So if you got like a challenge or like a quest, like for the When you buy a new weapon, it gives you quests, which are tutorials. Like this blast sling, kill multiple enemies with a single blast bombs. How much XP you get? I might as well go ahead and knock those shits out simply because like you need all the XP you can get basically. It takes a lot more XP to level up now because my level is higher. But if you want those better skills, then you're gonna have to have more points for them. Cause like I said, like these are like tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, tier 1. These are 1 skill point, 2, 3, and 3, basically. So if I want this one, that's 1. This is 2, and then that's 3, and that's 3. And you only get a skill point every time you level up. Alright. Now back to your modifications and resources. Because these are important. Like I didn't think these were that important, but your resources are important. Like you don't want to just play the game and you're like, I want shards so I can buy like, a new skin, like a new armor or something, or outfit or weapon. You can like I said, I'm playing on ultra hard difficulty, so that's why this shit costs this much. But I didn't buy this on this difficulty though. So you see how much it costs, and it's like, okay, you got your different ammo types. Like, yes, I want the best of the best of the best of the best. You're gonna want all that depending on how you play. But for me, if I did get one of these, it would be most likely this one, simply because it gives you, those effects from those elements. And at any given time, you can be up against enemies that deal fire damage or ice damage or shock damage or corruption, which is the bottom swirl. So, and then you can have your little mods basically to where you can upgrade them, those slots or whatever, for your outfits and shit, and your weapons too. So don't sell your resources unless it specifically says selling for metal shards, trading with merchants. Yeah, sell it. But if it says you can use it for crafting, do not sell that shit, because then you sell that shit and then when you really need it to upgrade, like your carry capacity, my weapon statue, maxed out. Basically, your weapon statue, I can have the max amount of weapons, which is basically 35. No, yeah, 35 and 35 for outfits. Outfits maxed out. Resource statue maxed out. When you first start off, you're gonna have to start. You can't collect as many resources because you ain't upgrade your shit. Your resources statue, that's the first thing you should upgrade. Your modification statue, upgrade that shit. But get rid of the weaker ones. Like, it's color coded, like the purple, the blue, the green. Like, get rid of the green shit if you got more blue shit, like, and you got purple shit. Get rid of the green shit. Like your traps pouch, maxed out. Warbow, so like the tripcaster ammo shows you what you need, how much charge it costs, type of resources that it costs, the little meat and the fox bone you get from hunting animals. You got your little travel pack if you want to fast travel to a campfire. Say I want to come all the way over here, it's gonna take a while unless you use a strider. But if you just want to fast travel, use your travel pack like that. Alright, what else is there? That's basically it. I'm gonna get into the modifications. Alright, like this the modification I got. It gives me +6 stealth, +7% resist fire, and +5 resist range attacks, right? Stealth weave is plus 6%. Gives me 3 different boosts basically. So if you look at the effects, the green little tally marks is basically what that one modification gives me. So if I add another one, it'll tell you, you know, so far as what it will give me. And if you don't know what like those symbols are, like the effects, I'll show you in a second. I'm just going over all this shit. So yeah, if you come to the purple shit, you're not gonna want to remove that shit simply because it has like high stats for it. And there's a skill. Let's see, is this that? Alright, it's the Tinker skill basically. Weapon cores, outfit weaves. Basically, you could take them off and reuse them. So if I decide to take this mod off, hold on, let me go back to that. If I decide to take this mod off, right, it's gonna delete the mod. It's gonna get rid of it. It's gonna get rid of that mod, that modification, and it won't be put back in your fucking inventory. It'll be deleted. But once you get that skill, this one, which is what I'm trying to save up for, it'll go back in your inventory. And like my inventory had a lot more shit, but I cleared that shit out and just kept the purple and the blues basically, because I'm just like, I'm trying to keep everything maxed out, as much damage, or let me see, as much damage, 44%, 11 tier, you know, 44% tier, like keep shit like as high as possible so far as like my effects stats basically for everything basically. You know, you can see those mods and how many tallies I got, so you know you can see the difference for when you don't have the shit and when you put it on there. Alright, now we're gonna open up these treasure packs. These are the shards. The 10 of those I brought. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I'm gonna open up those first. 2, 75. Remember I spent 100 because I spent 10 shards for 10, so I spent 100 shards. So I just got what the last one I opened up was 2. This one's 75. So you gonna get it. You gonna get that money back, which are the shards basically. I done got over 100 back, so really you know it's a profit basically. You spend 100 shards, get 10 boxes, you're gonna get over 100 shards back. So it's just in random amounts though. Plus these that I got from the fucking hunting grounds. Oh, okay. And that's that basically, you know. Oh yeah. Let me go back to the, alright, with your effects and basically like your stats and effects and what they mean. With your weapons, you got your handling, your damage, your tier, fire, corruption, shock, and freeze. Now when you get a weapon, the regular arrows has 2 symbols, right? Looks like a, you know, arrow pointing down and a shield with the rip in it. And the bottom, the fire ammo has like the fire. Like you come here, it shows you damage to target, tier, remove armor components, damage over time, fire. You know, shock stuns enemy. Like it shows you that shit. You know, so. Like I wish I had put like this plus 41 fire on this bow right here, because it has a slot that has the fire damage at the bottom. Like this one, it has fire arrows, but it doesn't deal fire damage though, which is weird. Like that shit is weird. Like if it's fire, like a fire arrow, it don't deal fire damage. Like I don't understand that. So if I basically put this fucking, if I wasn't paying attention, I'm like, oh, I got the fire arrows on this bow, I'm gonna put the fire coal, you know, and then you start putting it on there, boom, 41% fire. It's not gonna do anything, but if I put it on here, it'll make a difference though. You see, it'll give me plus 5 fire, which is damage over time, you know. So but I wouldn't necessarily put that on here now because I didn't already put shit on here. But you know, and then if I put this on here, it takes away from the damage, the tear, from the regular arrows and the fire arrows. So but yeah, you just gotta pay attention. So then like your outfits, effects, you got your resist range attacks, which is if you're getting shot by other arrows from fucking humans, other humans basically. Karja, Noras, like fucking whatever the fuck they are, and they're attacking you. Got your melee damage. Got your stealth. Resist fire. Resist corruption. Resist shock. Resist freeze. Like I said, I'd rather have the resist 4 bottom symbols, the freeze, shock, corruption, and fire, because you come across more machines than actual people. You know, people only do melee attacks and range attacks, so really I would rather have the bottom 4 plus the stuff, you know, because you don't ever want to just be running out just like on some Rambo type shit, instead of, you know, you up in the
not bad
bushes or some shit, just up here. Now see, that was stupid. That was stupid. But basically, like, you want to take your time, unless you know how to go, unless you know exactly what to do to kill that machine, then do it. If you don't know, then you're gonna have to take your time and figure it out. Basically, like with these bellowbacks, you see how big those are compared to the little striders, and the level of the strider compared to the bellowback. Those yellow points are weaknesses. It tells you the weakness, like the strength. So this is a fire bellowback. So if you shoot it with fire, that's a strength. It's not gonna do much. But if you shoot it with like ice elemental, whether it's a bomb or arrow, whatever the fuck. I don't even know if they have ice arrows yet, but I'm pretty sure they might. But I only got ice bombs. That's the only thing I have is ice bombs, basically. You know, freeze that motherfucker. And then the bottom part, tear and fire at the bottom. You know, alright. And then it shows you the path, like the tracks, you know, of where it's walking to. And there's two of them actually. There's the other one right there.
I'll save the shooting for down in the hunting
The other one is down there. That's the ice one over here. There's the fire. But yeah, I'm about to see. What's going on? And then you also got your resources, like you got your little boar over here. You know, you get all types of stuff from those, which basic, like I feel like the shit that you get from the animals, shit that you get for animals are basically for crafting. Like you need fox bone, rich meat. Like upgrade this. You know, now I need turkey bone, fox skin. You know, so basically your boar skin, rabbit bone, fish bone, turkey skin, fish bone, fatty meat, echo shell, raccoon skin, rabbit skin, rat bone. Like basically your stature, which is your basically your capacity for the different elbow types you can hold, the resources and weapons and all that shit. And you gonna need to hunt animals too. But that's like easy. That's the easiest shit in the game. Besides like walking around, picking up different plants and the medicine. Like once you upgrade your pouch, it's not even an upgrade, it's a skill basically. Let me see, it's this one. Healer, speeds up the healing from the medicine pouch basically. Then it doubles the capacity basically. So once I collect those pouches, they're like the red medicinal plants, it'll make that green bar go up. Once that green bar goes up, it'll put three pluses. So it's like another bar. It's like 3 bars. Those pluses represent a whole bar of health. So when you push up on the D-pad, that green bar go down and it'll shoot up your health. So that's that. I don't really like the story is okay. I don't really care much for the story. I just like the gameplay and the way the game is designed. But yeah. Let's see. I feel like there's something else I didn't talk about. Let me see. Alright, your traps and your potions. Like you also have your potions at the bottom. You push the D-pad, cycle through your potions. You know, these give you resistance towards corruption, ice, shock, health boost. This is a bomb, basically like a fire bomb. It's like a little bomb, like a booby trap, I guess. Or I would say like more so like a bomb or like a mine to be exact. Health boost. That's a explosive mine. This is a potion boost and this is a potion boost, but both of these are potion boosts, but the one with the 2 pluses gives you more of a health boost than this one. So you don't even have to use your up on the D-pad to use your medicinal plants. You can just use your potions first or use them last. But I would rather use them first simply because, you know, it really don't matter. It's just a preference. It's just extra health, you know. That if you got a strider that you use overdrive or you can whistle and it'll come to you like a horse. And then you got your rocks to attract.
Shouldn't use my weapons up here. It'd be cheating.
You know, you throw your rock and use it as basically like a lure, basically. You got your compass at the top, which I don't even really fucking pay attention to the north, west, south, east, but I pay attention to the symbols and shit. Like make sure you head it in the right direction, but at the same time, like I never really use my compass really. I mark shit on the map, and you know it shows you where you need to go to. The path you take to get there is not going to be a straight path. You know, like you could try to go through a straight path, but it's not going to let you do all that. So you know, you basically have to, it shows you the trail, like Grand Theft Auto or something, or like Red Dead Redemption. Like it shows you the trail, like the path, the roadways that you need to take to get there, basically, which is a good thing. Um, went over the weapons, you know, different ammo types. I went over the outfits, the modifications. You know, basically the modifications is basically for the outfits and the weapons. Basically give you effect boosts, basically. That's it. The resources are used to buy new weapons, outfits, and craft different shit. Your treasure boxes is what you get like as rewards for shit. Special items, this is I think cuz I got the DLC, and basically it pinpoints these on the map. So you know, like the cups, these, you know, ancient vessels, the vintage, Banuk figures, the metal flowers. It shows you that shit on the map. That's what that does. If it, but I got the game. Let's see. I have the complete edition, so that's why it comes with the Frozen WoW and you know the extra DLC. The DLC came with some weapons. I think it came with the Karja Mighty Bow, and I don't necessarily remember what it came with. I know it came with this, and it came with some outfits. I think it came with this. No, it came with these two, and this I think. I'm not sure, but I know it came with these two though. It came with these two, you know, and then it came with these, and then it comes with the Frozen Wild, which is, you know, up here. Explore the frozen into the frozen wilds. It shows, you know, that shit too. Came with that too. The complete edition, basically. That shit was like on sale for PSN for like what, 10, 15? I think it was no 14.99. I think. I think when I got it, or it might have been 20. I don't know, but it was on sale. Only time I buy games on PSN is when they're on sale, basically. So it was on sale. I don't remember the price, but yeah. But yeah. Alright, let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video after I go over the skill tree. So, and then I'm gonna get into gameplay. So, you got your Prowler, your Brave, Forger, Traveler. I'm gonna show you the skills that I have. Shard Scavenger. Disassemble resources and modifications into 50% of the metal shard value. Basically, so. Expert Carver. Increased chance to loot skins, bones, lenses, and hearts. You know, this is, the gray is what I don't have. In order to get this one, you have to buy the one before it. So on and so forth. To get this one, I have to get this. To get that, I have to get this one. And to get that, I have to get that shit. Alright. Increases resource inventory by 20%. You know, so boom, Forger. I have the lure card. Use the lure to signal an enemy to your position. Target will be the closest, most centered. Okay, I said earlier that this would call for your horse, your strider, but I lied. This is a lure. Then I got the healer. Speeds up the healing from the medicine pouch. And then it shows you a video of actually what it does. Also, it doubles the capacity. You see how she has 1 bar and almost a full bar and 1 plus, and then she picks up the plant, and then this gives you 2. I can get up to 3, you know. So then I have the gatherer. It gives you additional resources. You know, that's whether it's fucking like the fucking wood for crafting any resource, a natural resource basically that you pick up from the earth. Scavenger gives you extra resources when looting down machines and shit. Ammo crafter, it crafts additional ammo and shit. Increase the chance for extra resources when looting down machines, you know. I feel like I need to get that simply because I grind a lot. I do a lot of grinding. I feel like I need that. Brave, I got the precision. Light spear attacks have increased chance to knock off armor pieces. Like when you know, use your spear, boom, piece of armor flies off. And different components too. Critical hit when you stun an enemy, basically they're incapacitated. Go up R1, high damage. I got the critical hit plus. I got the double shot. I can add another arrow before I shoot it, regardless of whatever type of bow it is. This one lets you add 3. I got the concentration, could slow down, but I don't necessarily use that because, like, to slow down the time, I just jump, or you can slide. Heavy lifter, I only use this type of gun once, so that's that. Then your prowler. This is basically like your stealth shit. Landing from a fall or jump is completely silent when not alert others. Otherwise unaware enemies. Okay. I never really realized that because I never really jump near an enemy. I don't know if that's just for machines or if it works for humans too, but you know, I never really paid attention to that. Reduces your visibility to enemies while crouched. Hunter reflexes, slows down time while aiming. You know, that's one of the first ones you need to get basically, because it lets you fine tune your aim to land those critical hits against those, you know, those first enemies, the machines, which are like Watchers, Striders, you know, the Grazers, you know, get that one shot kill basically. Then you got your Silent Strike, which is like a, you know, stealth kill. Or if there's, like it says, it deals high damage to medium enemies, but the small machines, it's like an insta kill basically. One shot kill. But yeah, that's all the skills I got. Level 23. Hey, and that's the end of that.